Speaking of G-Unit related stuff, 50 Cent. This is getting my hopes up. And I don't want to get my hopes up because I have very little hope that this is actually going to happen. But I've heard a lot of reports from people that fans, when they go talk to him, a lot of people have messaged me that have met 50 and have asked him about new music. Like, those VIP greets and stuff. They talk to 50 briefly. And a lot of them ask about new music. And a lot of them report back to me and say, Quake, the G-Unit General. 50, whenever, like recently, I had someone report to me and say, hey, I asked 50 about new music. When he dropped new music? And 50 said to him, verbatim, I've been inspired by this tour and seeing how people react to me musically. And I want to work on new music. And I'm going to work on new music. That's what he told him. Now, I don't know if he said that word for word like that, but he said he's been inspired by the tour and that he's working on new music. Now, why am I talking about 50 and new music? Well, there is this artist. He's an Afrobeats artist. He goes by the name of Edim. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Edim Go Get 'Em. So Edim Go Get 'Em. And he was on a recent podcast. He was just talking about the evolution of Afrobeats and African music and how it's spreading to different continents and more people appreciating it and, just enjoying it. And in this clip, he talks about a Ghana producer getting asked by 50 Cent to get a pack of beats for him. So this Ghana producer sent a pack of beats to 50 because 50 said, I'm working on a new project. There you go. I don't know what new project means. It might be a song. It might be a fucking mixtape. It might be just an album for a TV series, whatever the case may be. Even though he's lied to us, he said he's going to release a BMF album mixtape with a lot of artists on there. Never happened. But I've also heard rumors of, I got some sources, guys. Come on, man. I'm the 50 Cent general here. Like, when it comes to 50 related content or news, I'm the person that you go to directly for that because I got the connections. I'm plugged in. Let's just say that. I'm not saying I talk to 50's team or anything like that. Don't misquote me, guys. But I've heard a lot of things of 50 working with M, Dre, working in the studio a lot, being in the studio, doing things. With Busta Rhymes just announced his album. It's coming out in November, and he's on tour. I'm sure that's inspired 50, man, too. I would not be surprised if in 2024, or maybe when he ends this tour, which is in, I think, late December. I think he ends it like mid-December. If we get an announcement of album or if we get a single or whatever the case may be. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. This is all just rumors. So I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes up because I'm going to be let down. I'm going to be pissed. Last time we got an album 50 was in 2014 with Animal Ambition. The last project we got from 50 was in 2015 with the Kanan tape. So it's been 8 to 9 years, damn near 10 years since we've gotten a project from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. So it's long overdue. Steve Stout even said he talks to 50. This is another indication why I think 50 could be working on an album, because Steve Stout said he's been talking to a lot of the people that he's connected with, which is Nas, Jay-Z, 50, and all these type of artists, old OGs that are legends. And he's been telling them, man, just drop music. Who cares about the sales? Like, you guys are in a different era. You guys are at a different moment in music. People don't really care about sales like that. Just drop the music, man. People want to hear from you guys. And he said he's been telling that to Nas, 50, Jay-Z, all these artists, these type of artists. So I'm sure 50's heard that from Steve Stout. I'm sure he's hearing from fans, drop new music. I'm sure Eminem and Dr. Dre probably told him when they were in a studio session that they're supposed to be in. So, I think 50's just too caught up on the sales, which he shouldn't be. I think he's just dropping an album, surprise us. If the music's there, it'll skyrocket. So let me play this clip for you guys. Sorry for going on that crazy rant, but let me play the clip for you guys.
And then there's another producer in Ghana who just sent a pack of Afrobeat beats to a top American artist, specifically 50 Cent, who is shopping around for beats for some project.
In Ghana?
Yeah, a producer in Ghana was with him 3 days ago.
Why is the work? Do you want to put his name out?
Ghazi.
Oh.
And then outside of that.
So, yeah, I don't know how much we can trust what this guy is saying. I have no idea, but why would he say that just out of nowhere? I don't know if he's going the Afrobeats route. That would be interesting. I do think that is the future of music and sound because a lot of people are gravitating towards that. So we'll see. I think, like I said, if we get a new 50 album, I might actually orchestrate an album, like my imaginary perfect 50 album for today's climate, because I'm not going to go back, in history and be like, because I would have different perfect 50 albums at different stages in his career. Like in 2004, I would have a different perfect 50 album. 2008, I would have a different perfect, So like every like 3-4 years, I would have different types of albums that I would want for 50. In today's time, I want modern producers mainly, like Metro Boomin, whoever else modern, because I can't even think of producer right now. And then I would want modern artist features. I would want a new album for 50 to be 20 tracks long. I know I usually complain about 20-track albums. I know, but we haven't gotten a project from this guy in 9 years. So if you've taken a 9-year break, you're warranted to drop a 20-track album. I don't care. Usually I don't like 20-track albums. I think they're way too long. But this, to me, you're warranted to drop a 20-track album if you've been gone for fucking damn near 10 years. So I would want a 20-track album. Shit, if it even goes 25, I don't care. 20 to 25-track album for 50. It's been 10 years. And I would want half the album to have features, if not more. Reason why is because we haven't really got a heavy feature album from 50 since Curtis. I liked Curtis. I enjoyed it. I think a solo 50 would be cool on some tracks, but I would want features heavy on there. I would want Kevin Gates to be on a 50 Cent. Oh, by the way, Lloyd Banks talked about, there's a fan that said, I would love to have a Banks and Kevin Gates song. And Banks said, yeah, that would be dope. And I would love that as well. But anyways, 50 and Kevin Gates. 50 and Kevin Gates. I need a song from 50 and Kevin Gates. That would be perfection. 50 Cent and NBA Youngboy. That would be something I would really enjoy. We already got 50 and Lil Durk, but I wouldn't mind a 50 and Durk track again. 50 Cent and Drake. That would also be a fire track. 50 Cent and J. Cole. That would also be a fire track. I know we got a 50 and J. Cole track, but it was mainly 50 on the hook. So I would like a 50 and J. Cole, just them two together, not just 50 be on the hook. 50 and Eminem, of course. 50 and Lloyd Banks. I would like. It's a good thought process in this. Yeah, I'd have to think about this a lot more. But those are the main that come in my head. Now, if this was like 2007, 2008, I would like a 50 and Chameleon collab. That would have been fire. But I don't know in today's time with Chameleon not rapping a long time in 50. I don't know. It would feel like a flash, like it would be like a flashback to like 2007. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different eras, different times. I would have liked different artists. But 50 and Kevin Gates. Let's say these features: Kevin Gates, NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, J. Cole, Drake, Eminem. I would like. What else? I would like 50 and Rod Wave. I would enjoy that. I think Rod Wave could add an element of music that would be very interesting to me. Who else? I don't know. Yeah, I got to really think about this. Like, if I should do like a fun podcast series type of thing where like I just create fake albums that I think would be perfect. Like albums that in my mind as a fan I would create for artists. I might end up doing something like that. It's a pretty cool idea. But yeah, I think something like that, those type of features. Who else? I think SZA and 50 hopped on the Teen Spirit record a while ago and killed it. If you've never heard that, 50 jumped on SZA's old track, which was in 2012 or 13, called Teen Spirit. 50 jumped on it. It's not an official collab. 50 just jumped on it, shot a video for it too, and snapped and killed it. I would love a 50 and SZA feature. I think, who else? I would like to hear 50 and Akon again. I know it's a little bit flashback kind of moment, but I would like that as well. Yeah, there's a lot more, but I think 50 if he because look at the reception he's gotten from this tour. If 50 just took his time, focused on an album, and decided to go the more mainstream route like Eminem has with a lot of his albums, like Recovery, where he goes more like mainstream, he could have a hit, no problem, if 50's focused on that. Or if 50's focused more on a hip-hop route, then, you would get more like, like Griselda type of features and, Havoc or whoever else, Alchemist producers, those type of producers. I don't know. It'd be interesting, man. You could go a lot of different routes with 50. He can adapt really well. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't think any of you guys should get your hopes up. I know this is something relating to 50's album. We're like grasping at straws here because a lot of us want a new 50 album, but what he said here, I don't know. We can't confirm. We can't be like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. It's so amazing. This is just like he said, she said type stuff, and so